Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out in Anna, Texas. I've been going to these really far away places to go big box store plant shopping. As always, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, as well as the hype button, as it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And if you can, also give me a follow on my Instagram page at Grow Folds if you have any questions about the plant or just want to get in touch with me directly. That is the most direct way to do so. But as you can see right here, I am driving up to Anna, Texas, which is really further up in North Dallas, which is where I am based at. It is a late afternoon, so we're going to see what plants I can find at the Home Depot. If you've seen my recent Home Depot big box or plant shopping video, you will see that there are so many new proven winners leaf joy plants that were released. As you know, it is the holiday season and a lot of people are doing their Christmas shopping. So I'm going to talk you through some of my plant recommendations in terms of just what plants I would recommend as Christmas gifts, as well as just plants in general to add into your collection. So we're going to go ahead and walk into the Anna, Texas Home Depot. This Home Depot recently just opened, I think about this year, and this is the one Home Depot that I know will have some anthuriums. And when we talk about big box stores, it is really a new find when it comes to anthurium hybrids being found at a big box store. But as you can see right here, we've got some poinsettias and we're about to walk into the garden center. You can see right here, it is the holiday season. Can you believe it is the first week of December, and we are already seeing a bunch of Norfolk pine, a bunch of poinsettias, and you can't really miss that, especially in the month of December. But before we start looking at some of these plants here, I'm going to just walk over here and see what types of plant products that they have here. I always talk about like plants that I would recommend, but I also want to go ahead and delve into some of the plant products I would recommend in terms of plant fertilizer. So I am not an official affiliate of Miracle-Gro fertilizer, but if you ask me what fertilizer I use, I honestly just use all-purpose Miracle-Gro fertilizer. It's definitely very much so cost-effective, budget-friendly, and it has been really doing the job for me in terms of just providing the nutrients that my plants need in order to grow in a vigorous rate. Now over here, they do have some of these planters here. At some point, I will be doing a more detailed synopsis of some of the planters that I could find at Home Depot. Some of these planters are actually from Europe, made in Germany. And then you can just see right here, I'm just going to do a little quick walkthrough, and then we're going to go ahead and look at the plants. So plant foldies, we are back inside the garden center out at the Home Depot. So I love this as well. As you can see right here, it is a late afternoon. It is the golden hour, and I just love being able to go to the Home Depot. I'm really inspired to try to make as much content as possible, especially during the busy holiday season. So as you can see right here, we do have some golden pothos right here, $24.98, and these are in the 8-inch hanging basket. So these are a little bit more full, super lush, and again, beginner friendly plants. If you are looking to gift somebody a Christmas gift in terms of just house plants, I would even recommend using or at least buying a pothos plant, because that is very easy to care for. You're not adding on any workload to anybody else, and you might be able to get somebody more interested in growing houseplants. But as you can see right here, I am just going to go ahead and do a walkthrough of some of the plants. We're going to go and get into the proven winners leaf joy plants in just a moment, but I did want to show you all of the other plants that Home Depot has to offer. We've got a philodendron moonlight right here in a ceramic planter for $19 and 98 cents. It is in a 6-inch planter. Now with these neon pothos or neon type philodendron, anytime it is a neon colored plant, you just have to be really cognizant of the amount of light you provide it. It does need quite a bit of bright indirect light. And obviously I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about the Aglaonema Red Siam. This one again is for $19.98. I'm very partial, as you already know, plant foldies. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome, my name is Richie and I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos, but I have a full-blown obsession of Aglaonemas. I'm literally addicted to Aglaonemas, and the Aglaonema Red Siam is basically the channel's mascot, just because it is very much so common. It's very easy to find. It is typically budget friendly, and it's just a beautiful plant, and I just think that it is such an underrated plant, oftentimes overlooked, and I think it's because it is commonly found. And just because a plant is commonly found doesn't mean that is not necessarily worth being put into a plant collection. Same thing with this Aglaonema Silver Bay. This one is for $14.97, but if you were to hold on to this planter, this one right here has several Aglaonema Silver Bay plants in one 6-inch planter. So when you think about the amount of plants you could possibly separate, propagate, you can get several, and you can actually increase the value of your money in terms of just how much you are getting for a single pot of plants. So $14.98. The care tips for an Aglaonema is, again, bright indirect light. They are low light tolerant. Water when the soil is completely dry and you are good. $14.98. We've got a ponytail palm right here. And for those that don't know, the ponytail palm is actually not a palm. It is actually a succulent, which, for the longest time, I didn't even realize, but, that is the reason why this community is amazing. And, when you think about me just creating these plant shopping videos, just know that I am not an expert. I am just like you, learning as I go when it comes to my plant journey. And then over here, we've got some bromeliads. This one is also not a bad price at all, $18.98. Now, this one isn't nearly as colorful as some of the other bromeliads, but needless to say, if you're looking for something a little bit more subdued, a little just less in your face in terms of coloration, then this bromeliad is just for you. I do want to ask the plant foldies, have you done your Christmas shopping? What are you doing for your holidays? And then also just a shout out to anybody and everybody that continues to tune into my plant shopping videos. Your engagement, your viewership, your likes, your comments, it really does do a lot for the channel. So I wanted to take some time to say thank you so much. Now, as far as some of the easy care plants, Sansevieria, we've got this one for $14.98. And I know that most people will really not gravitate towards Sansevieria. And I get it as well, because it is a common plant and it is actually a slower growing plant. The actual positives of growing a Sansevieria is it's very low maintenance. Now, this one right over here, we are getting a Sansevieria Moonlight. So you can see that it's got more of a pastel green, silvery tone to it. Now, in order for it to maintain that coloration, that lighter coloration, you do need to provide it with more bright indirect light. Now, this one again is in a 6-inch planter. The thing about lighting when it comes to Sansevieria, you can put it in a darker area of your home. It can tolerate that. Or some people actually grow their Sansevieria in full sun. Now, I would not necessarily recommend it unless you actually gradually put it in higher lighting conditions. Curious to see plant foldies if you've ever done that. But as far as Sansevieria, the one thing that will send this to plant heaven is, number one, overwatering it, and then number two, underwatering it, because there is a thing called dry rot, where the roots become so dry and dehydrated that they basically become unviable roots to support the plant. And then we're looking at Marble Queen Pothos right over here in a 6-inch planter. And, you know, with Pothos or Epipremnum aureum, one thing that really factors in their coloration is the amount of bright indirect light you give it. So if you give it less light, it's going to give you more of a deeper green tone. More light that's bright indirect, so you're not going to give it full sun, it will actually give it better coloration. Whether you know, the Marble Queen becomes more of a Snow Queen because the leaves and the variegation are lighter. And it's the same thing with my favorite pothos plant to grow, and that is the Neon Pothos. I love the bright neon green tones that it has, but in order for it to really maintain that coloration, you do have to give it lots of bright indirect light. Otherwise, it becomes more of a greener tone. This one is for $14.98 in a 6-inch planter. So you've got some Vigoro plants here at Home Depot. If you stay till the very end of this video, you will see the Proven Winners Leaf Joy plant, but I did want to just give a little bit more recognition to some of the commonly found plants that you can find at Home Depot, because again, when you talk about Christmas shopping, I know that some people were into like Black Friday shopping. We are all looking for good deals. We're all looking to manage our finances and save a little bit more over the holidays, especially with a lot of people feeling the pressure to actually buy Christmas gifts. So at least for me, if you are looking to give plants as gifts, just know a common thing to consider is, if you're giving a gift to somebody that doesn't really grow plants, look for easy care plants. Like this one right here, $19.98 by Vigoro Plants. This golden pothos is a prime example of a perfect plant to gift somebody, because it is a very low maintenance plant. It's a very fast growing plant, easy to care for plant, and it's easy to propagate and continue to create even more plants for free. And who doesn't like free plants? I mean, I definitely do, but that's some of the factors I would say you should consider whenever you are giving you know, gifts to somebody that may not necessarily grow plants. You'll see that I'm picking up several of these 4.5, 5-inch planters, Sansevieria. We've got a mixture of different types of pothos plants, very easy to care for plants. Again, these plants right here are for $7.98. So each and every single one that I'm picking up, if you are wanting to give just a house plant, just an easy care plant for Christmas, or just as a present, again, that is my recommendation. And then you can see right over here, we have a Clusia plant. So I've never grown this plant, but this is the first time I've seen these this year. This one is for $5.98. As far as the care tips, feel free to leave in the comments section again the care tips you would recommend if you've ever grown a Clusia plant, because I am not 100% sure what the care tips are, and that is really the beauty of this channel. So if you haven't pressed the subscribe button with all the notification bell on, please do so, because this is a growing community. There are so many friendly plant foldies, and we just love interacting with each other. So I'm going to go ahead again and just continue to pick up some plants, enjoy the beautiful soundtrack, the relaxing tunes that were created by my friend Jordan specifically for this YouTube channel. See, I'll pan around here, and you can just see we've got lots of poinsettias. We've got some Norfolk pine. I do like the texture of this particular plant, but it is one that I wouldn't necessarily recommend growing, or at least has not been able to grow for me long term. It is really more of an annual plant. People utilize it as a living Christmas tree, and look at how massive this umbrella tree is, or this umbrella plant is. $59.98. Such a good value for another plant that is fairly easy to take care of, and even if it's not a variegated plant, it is still stunning. And you know, I love seeing the golden sunlight just hitting all of these plants. It is the golden hour. It is late afternoon, almost sunset, but I had to go out and drive all the way out into Anna, Texas. It is about a 25-minute drive from me, but I am really inspired to just continue to make these big box store plant shopping videos for the plant foldy community. I know that I have not been as consistent with making this content. You know, I reminisce when I used to literally have a video up and ready to go every single day, but just the holiday season has really gotten me busy. So I do apologize to that. I also did want to just update some of the plant foldies and let you know, if you are part of my YouTube membership tier where you have access to members only videos, I recently uploaded a lifestyle blog. So definitely check that out. And if you want to join my YouTube membership tier, press the join button if you're watching this on a computer. If not, the direct link to join my YouTube membership tier, which is only for $3.99, is going to be as a pinned comment in the comment section. That is the direct link. And you know, the reason why I also like to just do these big box or plant shopping videos is because I'm able to just walk around and show you all of these gorgeous plants. You can see right here, $19.98 for the Thenanthe. And then we just have these large foliage plants. It is definitely budget friendly. I mean, at the end of the day, you can find a lot of good savings when it comes to going big box or plant shopping. $29.98, we are looking at the Aglaonema Silver Bay, and you already know plant foldies. I love this Aglaonema. This particular one has some beautiful white stems, and while it is a commonly found Aglaonema, I will tell you that it is just one of the easiest plants to take care of. It does size up quite well, and as far as just the growth habit of it, it actually is a pretty faster growing Aglaonema. Aglaonema in general, I would say, is just a little bit slower growing, but the Aglaonema Golden Bay is definitely one that I would recommend if you have the space for it. This one is actually a really nice size, and it's got several plants already. And you know, when you talk about commonly found Aglaonemas, if you were to ever look at some of the plants that I get from Indonesia and overseas, you will understand the reason why I am all about this plant, how I want to just keep continuing to hashtag popularize Aglaonema. And I'm going to cut to this quick commercial. Please don't swipe or stop watching. I promise you we'll get to the main event again, but I did want to talk about Indonesia's living jewel. It is an Aglaonema book that I collaborated with my friend Harry of Art Garden Flowers, which is a nursery and air cargo service based out in Indonesia. So this is an Aglaonema book that is actually presented by Art Garden Flowers. It is one of the very first English language books that has been produced, and this is really specifically looking at Aglaonema hybrids that were created from Indonesia. What's great about this book is, number one, it has so many beautiful photos of Aglaonema. It gives you the care tips about Aglaonema, the history behind Aglaonema, anything you can possibly think of in terms of just Aglaonema related content. It is within this book. We are hoping to have this book available next year in 2026. So if you love these types of books or are interested in purchasing it, leave a comment in the comment section below so we can get a head count of how many people would like it. What's also beautiful about this book is there is a QR code, or you could just go to artgardenflowers.us. That's the official website where you can buy these beautiful Aglaonema and get it directly shipped to your doorstep. I repeat, you can get these Aglaonema shipped directly to your doorstep from Indonesia because Art Garden Flowers actually utilizes a US broker that imports these plants. They're repackaged once they clear customs and goes directly to your doorstep. So I hope you will, support me and my endeavors into popularizing Aglaonema in the Western world. It is a plant that deserves people's attention. It is a plant that I am dearly in love with, and I am so happy that many Aglaonema lovers or plant foldies have become Aglaonema lovers. So check it out. You can hit the pause button and actually scan this QR code to see all of the Aglaonema and the pricing behind it. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on, but I have one more ask, one more huge favor for the plant foldies. I know it's Christmas, so you guys can give me a pass, and I just wanted to show you this. So this Aglaonema you are looking at is actually called Aglaonema ratna, and this is actually the newest Greg Hambali hybrid. If you don't know who Greg Hambali is, he is the father of many Aglaonema hybrids in Indonesia. He is a legendary hybridizer. He has passed away, but his legacy continues on as he continues to have these beautiful Aglaonema hybrids. So this is the Aglaonema ratna. This one right here is one pot is actually $1,200 US. And so I am actually in the quest to try to I guess create funds to purchase a smaller one for $600 US. So I actually created a GoFundMe. Part of it was actually a joke, but actually somebody did donate. So if you are interested in helping me get my Aglaonema wishlist plan, there is a direct link. So let me go ahead and get off of the commercials. I already know that I probably lost like half the viewers just showing you this, but for those that are still watching this big box store plant shopping video, I do appreciate it. Y'all already know I'm very transparent in the things that I am feeling, so I will communicate that with you, or just the things that I need. And so I figured I might as well share my campaign to try to get the Aglaonema ratna to the United States. We'll see. Again, feel free to donate if you like. If not, your support for just watching this video in general is all that I truly need. So as you can see right here, Cardoline Harlequin, this one is for $19.98. And as beautiful as the leaves are, as beautiful as this plant is, it's not one I would necessarily recommend to grow indoors long term, because cordyline Hawaiian tea plant in general tend to be a little bit more spider mite prone when brought indoors. It is a beautiful plant. I would say it's a beautiful plant to grow out in your patio. Whenever you are growing plants outdoors, or at least in my opinion, the likelihood of them actually getting plant pests is really reduced significantly because there are natural predators. Now over here, I am showing you a spider plant. This is the Hawaiian version, and this one is also by Vigoro Plants. This one is pet friendly. So for those that actually have pets, for instance, like me, I am actually growing two beautiful hens, a barred rock hen and a Rhode Island red hen. They are almost 8 months old. I actually was growing a bunch of Aglaonema in my back patio, but I realized that my chickens will actually try to bite the leaves, which are actually toxic, but the spider plant is non-toxic. So that is a little bit safer for your plants. And, you know, you don't really think about, pet friendly until you start actually having pets. And so a lot of the times you have to do a little bit more research on what plants are pet friendly. Now you can see right over here, I wasn't able to do commentary, but at least I'm showing you myself on this YouTube video, but I am just walking around again showing you plants. So here's a little story. I actually carry a little selfie stick. I am trying to save money to invest in a really good microphone, because they were actually playing a lot of like Christmas music, and you already know that it would give me a copyright claim on my YouTube video, which means I wouldn't be able to utilize this to actually get ads and actually get some type of revenue. So I am just going to pick up some plants. So I've already started to show you some of these Proven Winners Leaf Joy Littles. These ones are for $5.98. So you can see this is a Syngonium right over here. And if you ever look at Syngoniums that haven't had leaves unfurl, it's because there isn't enough humidity. So if you increase the humidity for a leaf that's not fully unfurled, it actually helps it. And I do find this particular succulent quite interesting as well. I love like the grayish ghostly look it has. Proven Winners Littles, such a budget friendly alternative if you're looking to buy plants but not necessarily buy one that's fully grown. And then take a look at this. I keep saying Aglaonema, but this is actually a Begonia Black Mamba. Love the dark foliage. And then when you see the light hit it, it's got that nice maroon, almost like deep burgundy wine tone about it. Love this as well. Unfortunately, it is a Rex begonia, and Rex begonias and I don't necessarily see eye to eye because it always wants to go to plant heaven, but you can see that right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pick up some plants. What I've noticed now that I've started to do face on YouTube is it's somewhat challenging to pick up my phone and actually film when I'm filming myself, because I feel like that draws attention to some of the workers, and the least thing that I want to do is really just cause a stir whenever I am filming at big box stores. I oftentimes get questions in my direct messages about whether I've been kicked out of big box stores or not, and the only time I've been asked to leave is because, you know, maybe that manager just was not comfortable with me filming plants or just filming in their store. But overall, the workers tend to leave me alone. I tend to leave people alone. So if you ever see me out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you're going to see this. You're just going to see me carrying my phone around and filming silently. I utilize a lot of my big box store plant shopping videos as a way to practice mindfulness and just to really enjoy plants. So a lot of my content is really centered around the community that we built with the plant foldies. I know that you guys have seen these plants often, multiple times every single day, but there is something to be said about just looking at plants, but also celebrating and enjoying them when there is a community behind. And again, I had to pick this up. Look at how massive this Aglaonema Golden Bay is. It always makes me smile to see these plants. I have an Aglaonema Golden Bay, 4 of them growing in my house plant collection. And I know you guys are still looking for that houseplant tour. We'll see if I get to it. Now, this is what I did want to show you. These Anthurium Dock Block Michelles. Let's talk about this Home Depot, and let's talk about the fact that this Home Depot still has massive sizes of Anthurium Dock Block Michelles. I would say earlier this year, everybody in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or people in general, were just flocking Home Depots. But now that it's become like readily available, or at least this particular Anthurium, some people are just not just gravitating to it. Although I will say it is still amazing to see these sizes. These ones right here have been growing at this Home Depot for quite a while. So I'm glad that they didn't necessarily go to plant heaven, but would I say that their conditions in terms of some of the leaves are perfect? I wouldn't necessarily that, and it's because I don't think that it's actually getting the most optimal growing conditions. I would hope that they would either put these on sale so they can find homes, because all of these beautiful Anthurium Dock Block Michelles definitely need a home. Plant foldies, leave in the comment section what you think. Would you grow an Anthurium Dock Block Michelle? Do you think that, you know, Anthurium hybrids really deserve the clamor, the hype, the popularity that they currently have in the plant market? Because if you go to any plant show, you will see that most people are in love, obsessed, addicted, whatever you want to say about Anthuriums. And you know what? I am not hating at all. Actually, I am part of that campaign as well, because I have recently just learned the reason why Anthurium hybrids, such as the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle, are highly sought after. It's really the lineage and the genetics of the plant, the possibility of creating your own hybrids. And I commend anybody that wants to be into that. And also the intricacies and minute details of every single leaf an Anthurium hybrid has. No Anthurium is the same unless you actually chop it and clone it. Otherwise, if you were to grow different seeds from this same mother plant, all of the seedlings are slightly different. Anyways, let me get off of my soapbox when it comes to the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle. I will show you these different types of Hoyas as well. So Proven Winners Leaf Joy. If you are not following Proven Winners Leaf Joy on Instagram, follow them at Leaf Joy Plants on Instagram. Definitely let them know you are a plant foldie. But one thing that Leaf Joy does, or Proven Winner Plants does, is they definitely make these plants more readily available. I mean, take a look at the Hoya Matilde Splash. This was definitely a highly sought after Hoya, one that was considered uncommon or even rare, and now you can actually go to a big box store and buy it for $5.98, and that is such an amazing price. You can actually start your own Hoya collection or become a Hoya head simply if you collect all of the Hoyas that Proven Winners of Leaf Joy or Proven Winners Leaf Joy Littles has. These are all for $5.98. This is the Hoya Sea Stones, and this particular Hoya, when you sun stress it or give it more light than it necessarily needs, it does change its colors. It does sun stress beautifully. So maybe next year for me, I will become a Hoya head. I do have a few growing in my plant collection, but I'm nowhere near the same type of obsession I have as compared to, say, Aglaonema. But needless to say, let's go ahead and just continue to walk around and pick up these plants. If you made it this far into the video, again, plant foldies, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps me push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And again, consider joining my YouTube membership tier. I will be posting maybe once or twice a week some exclusive content for my members on my YouTube membership tier. But anyways, let's go ahead and just continue to go plant shopping at this Home Depot out in Anna, Texas. You can see right over here, Proven Winners is actually the first major nurseries to actually make terrariums. Readily available at a big box store, so I have not bought a Proven Winners Leaf Joy terrarium, but I still do find them quite interesting. And as you can see right here, these Anthurium Dock Block Michelles, absolutely gorgeous. I actually have two of these sizes. One of them I actually gifted to my best friend Isaac. He's actually rescued it just because I was kind of neglecting it, but now it's doing phenomenal. It's actually doing better than my Anthurium Dock Block Michelle, but you know, at least these plants find a good home. And that's the thing about these plants, right? Whenever you inundate yourself with so many plants, it becomes such a chore to where you can't necessarily maintain and keep up with the plant care tips. So 2026 is all about just trying to downsize the plant collection. It is a little bit challenging though whenever you're going to a big box store and you are presented with all of these gorgeous plants from Proven Winners Leaf Joy. I mean, as far as just a plant pricing, you can disagree with me, but I would even just say the plant pricing that they are charging for these plants in general are very much so budget friendly. I mean, you can see there are just many different varieties that you can pick from. This one again is for $5.98, and Proven Winners Leaf Joy actually has quite a bit of different types of varieties of Festivas. They've almost got like a newscaster type theme in the way they've named some of these Festivas. So let me know in the comment section, plantfoldies, if you've actually collected Festivas, if you're growing them. I don't necessarily have any in my plant collection because this plant right here is quite thirsty, and I'm really just trying to find plants that are a little bit more forgiving. And when you think about your Christmas shopping, your Christmas list, the plants that you can potentially give to others, really just look at the factors of, are they an easy care plant? Do they require quite a bit of water? Do they require quite a bit of light? If the answer is yes, then you need to find something that's a little bit more of an alternative, because again, whenever you're giving somebody a gift, sometimes people will feel the pressure to try to keep a plant alive, and the least thing you can do, or at least the worst thing you can do when you gift somebody a plant, is to give them a plant that may not give them a high success rate in terms of keeping the plant alive, and then they end up feeling bad because they sent a plant to plant heaven. Now these plants right here, this Aglaonema, I'm surprised is still doing quite well considering the water definitely needs to get changed. This one is for $29.98, and I do like the fact that Proven Winners also has what they call the Proven Winners Leaf Joy H2O bowls. Those are a variety of different types of plants that are growing hydroponically or in just straight water. You can see right here they've got some Dracaena. This one is a Dracaena White Jewel for $29.98. And if you ask me, this would actually be a pretty decent gift that you can give somebody. Obviously, these ones right here are definitely needing a water change. And then I just wanted to go pan around here, and I'm going to get back to more of the Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants, but I did want to show y'all all of these interesting succulents and cactus by Home Depot. You can see there's many different varieties. These ones are super cute, and that's another thing that as I reflect and look at the holidays, and you can't imagine that 2025, this year, is about to end in literally 3.5 weeks, and then we are at the new year at 2026, and I'm just looking forward to learning a little bit more about succulents and cactus. Now, whether I'm going to add more into my plant collection remains to be seen, but I do feel like I kind of dodge or avoid really learning these types of plants. I do find them interesting, but in terms of just being versed in what type of plant it is, in terms of the succulents and cactus world, I am definitely not sure. One thing I will say is succulents and cactus in general do need fast draining soil, which brings me to another point. If you have never seen the Bonsai Supply soil, definitely check out the bonsaisupply.com. I'm an official affiliate, and they offer soil that actually is very much so fast draining, is really great for succulents and cactus. If you ever put in order for the Bonsai Supply soil, use my promo code GROWFOLD and you will get 10% off your entire purchase, and that's even for like bonsai supplies. And if you don't know what bonsai is, it's basically the art of growing a miniature tree in a shallow container. That's something that, again, aside from the big box or plant shopping videos, is something I'm also going to be delving into in future content. So let me go ahead and just continue to show you more of these succulents and cactus, and then we're going to keep looking at some Proven Winner Leaf Joy plants. You can see that this is another Home Depot that is quite full and is actually full of amazing poinsettias and just different types of plants that are definitely budget friendly. See, we've got a bunch of string of somethings right there. I think it might be string of bananas. And what do y'all think about that golden light that the sun is emitting as the sunset happens? Sunset has been happening around 5 p.m. in North Dallas, and I'm hoping that we get through fall and winter soon, because I am really ready for spring when things are a little bit longer in terms of just the amount of light we're receiving. It's just easier to grow plants outdoors. But as you can see right here, we are looking at some anthuriums. Again, this one is an uncommon, or actually not a popular one, but this is for $29.97. It is another Proven Winners Leaf Joy plant that is growing hydroponically. So I'm just going to keep picking up some of these. I do love the beautiful red tone on this particular anthurium. There is this particular anthurium that I eventually want to get next year. It's called an anthurium shibori, which is basically this type of anthurium, but it has pink and like cream variegation, and something that I definitely want, but it is out of my range in terms of my budget. I think it's around like $200. There is an eBay seller that sells it from Hawaii. So again, in terms of just some of the plant funding, I am definitely working hard to just create some content. Hopefully the YouTube revenue helps pay for some of my my plant wish list. Again, I've been talking about that Aglaonema ratna. So, you know, you can check out the GoFundMe if you want to hit a donation for that. I definitely am hoping to raise funds to where I can potentially make that like a over splurge of a Christmas present for myself. It is a quite interesting plant, and you know, that really goes to show how sometimes when something is super hyped up, you end up like wanting to be part of the hype. For now, I'm going to allow myself to just be excited about it, just because it is a Greg Hambali hybrid, and it is just recently released on December 6th. Now, some people will say that that Aglaonema might look potentially similar some other Aglaonemas, but I think it's more of the lineage, and that just goes to show again like how certain people are very much into like anthurium hybrids. It's just the hybrid itself. Anyways, let me get off of my my tangent on that particular Aglaonema and just continue to show you some of these Proven Winner Leaf Joy plants. This is Share Proven Winner Leaf Joy for the holidays. You can see that that is a fern, and you can see we've got gnomes, we've got these planters that look like candles, and I find that quite interesting. The aesthetics that has like Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants, their planters aren't necessarily super modern contemporary, but they still have a very slick look, definitely a very clean look. And so in terms of just a presentation and the marketing of Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants, definitely a huge fan. And then you can see right here, this is some type of low light tolerant succulent that just kind of made its way into this rack. The sun is setting very quickly, so the lighting is going to change very quickly. That's the thing about me and just trying to squeeze in as much filming as possible. I do prefer to actually film plant shopping videos in the morning, just because I feel like that is the best lighting conditions. But late afternoon sunset is actually quite interesting as well. Let me know in the comment section what you think, plant foldies. So this is actually one of my first times ever seeing an Epipremnum pinnatum totem actually at Home Depot. Now this is for $29.98. So this is quite interesting, and you can see that the leaves are starting to get a little bit larger because it is on a support system. It is on some type of plank. So the actual plant, it gets to climb. That's actually a surprise for me. I would not have imagined seeing an Epipremnum pinnatum on a totem at Home Depot, but that goes to show that you never know what you're going to run into in terms of plant finds. And that's really why I would just even say big box or plant shopping can be exciting, it can be fun, it can save you money. There's just a lot more to it than some people who want to criticize anybody that actually buys plants at big box stores. I sometimes just kind of read through the comments, and even then, sometimes me being a content creator and me having the bulk of my content being big box store plant shopping videos, I often wonder whether people have these strong opinions even towards me about just filming plants and just talking about big box store plants. But at the end of the day, I always tell people, don't ever let anybody create an opinion about you when you know what you are comfortable with, what you're getting yourself into. And I always tell people, if you shop at big box stores, that does not necessarily mean that you do not support small businesses or anybody that is trying to sell plants that are not big box stores. It just means that maybe, just maybe, you are only privy to big box stores because there's not a lot of local or small businesses. I just always say this, for people that want to just say that if you buy plants at big box stores that you're putting small businesses out of business. No, I think that if somebody buys big box store plants, they're just looking to see if they can get a budget-friendly plant. But that doesn't necessarily mean that a small business or a local nursery do not have the same plant pricing. I just say be comfortable where you want to buy plants. Know that in the end, you shouldn't just limit yourself to one source of where you buy your plants. I always say diversify where you buy your plants. Well, I do buy my plants at big box stores, but I also buy my plants from local and small businesses, and I definitely also buy plants from overseas. So that's really a diverse pool of where you can buy your plants. And I have to put that out there as I make these big box store videos, because I've seen more and more people be a little bit more aggressive about those that actually buy big box store plants. And I just don't ever really want to see that type of negativity put onto somebody else. I always say kindness is everything. And if you're not about buying big box store plants, if you're not about, even supporting big box store plants, that is okay. There is always going to be a place where we can always disagree, but disagree in a respectful manner. So I've just had a couple of friends that were really into plants and were really excited about finding big box store plants. And then they were, criticized and also accused of just saying that they are just putting small businesses out of business because they are patrons to buying big box store plants, which I think is somewhat absurd because they don't know, maybe these people may not necessarily have the kind of money to buy, really expensive plants. And, I'm going on a tangent as I pick up this neon pothos, for instance, because I feel like this is an open dialogue. And I think that with social media in general, it's easy to create a narrative. It's easy to believe something when sometimes you don't necessarily know what is fact, what is true, what somebody is going through, what the background is in their actions. And so I always just tell people, get to know people in general, ask questions, but don't always create and form an opinion right away. That's really my message today as I kind of pepper that in to my big box or plant shopping videos. I just really like to have people listen to me and just listen to my insights. Now, whether you agree with me or not, totally understand. Like I said, again, everybody is entitled to their own opinions, their own thoughts. But, I always default back to show that kindness to anybody that is wanting to be into plants. Know that, some people might get excited to pick up a plant like this, for instance, this Proven Winners Leaf Joy plant, beautiful philodendron white wizard, for instance, $19.98. 98¢. And that's when you know I've been at big box stores, when I already have the plant pricing memorized. But if this brings you joy, plant foldies, if this brings you joy to listen to me kind of just talk, I really appreciate it. And just know this holiday season, as we might be stressed, it could be a stressful time in terms of just whether we are getting people's wish list for Christmas shopping. Just remember that at the end of the day, the holidays is all about celebrating friends and family and just being present and mindful. Anyways, so I have gone on a tangent, but I don't mind that at all. I don't apologize for that because, again, making these plant shopping videos, it's just my way of directly talking to the plant foldy community. I would just urge y'all to actually let me know what kind of plants you're finding at these big box stores, like this begonia. Dappled morning, it looks like a begonia maculata, but it definitely has even more narrow leaves. Beautiful plant. It reminds me of my grandmother. And for those that don't know, my 90-year-old grandmother recently, or actually not recently, she had an accident where she ended up fracturing her hip. She is really recovering very well. She's upright. She's able to walk. She utilizes a walker, but she's actually able to walk without a walker, but just out of caution, she is being a little bit more careful. So just updates for anybody that cares to know what's going on with my Lola Belen. I appreciate all of the kindness, the prayers, and just good vibes that you've sent. It definitely does make a difference. Now over here, we've got a Hydra Helix Yellow Ripple. This one is for $9.98, and quite interesting to see that Proven Winners Leaf Joy actually has English ivy. I just don't know the history behind English ivy becoming a houseplant, because indoors it just is such a spider mite magnet. I have yet to really meet anybody that has been able to grow an English ivy long-term indoors without getting it spider plants. Anyways, let me go ahead and just keep showing you these holiday themed plants. And as far as holiday decor, my recommendations to just make things even more holiday decor is just utilize holiday themed planters, add ribbons to your planters, and that is like an instant way to make it a little bit more festive. My last Home Depot big box store plant shopping video, you will see that there are more anthurium hybrids that are making it out at big box stores. This one is for $29.98. It is growing hydroponically. This is the Proven Winners H2O bowl, and I actually ended up buying 2 of these anthuriums. They're still doing very well for me, and maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to grow more of these and maybe even be able to harvest some seeds. We will see what that all looks like, but you can see that that's one anthurium. We've got a philodendron black cardinal right here, and if you look in the background, there is another anthurium available. So I'm just going to pull this one out, and we'll pull out this anthurium right over here. This one has a little bit of leaf damage, but it is still such a beautiful plant. Just interesting to see that anthuriums have now made it into the big box store, and there's actually a new cost the farm's trending tropical anthurium that also has been released recently. So I will be hunting that down at Lowe's locations because Lowe's typically has those. And then you can even see right over here, we've got some cyclamen. And then I'm just going to walk over here and just show you some amaryllis. These are actually in bloom now. Some of these have already started to come out of their bulbs. And this is another plant that is typically given as gifts during the Christmas and holiday season. And you can see this one right here has already produced lots of blooms. And this is just in a covered wax bulb. Really interesting plant because you don't really have to do anything at this point. It is just kind of like setting it and forgetting it. And we're just going to keep looking at more of these proven winner leaf joy plants. Now these ones are also in the holiday planter themes, but as far as amaryllis, this is definitely signifying that it is the holidays. We are getting closer to Christmas. I love the look of the Alocasia bisma, but I just know me and Alocasias, I just haven't been able to grow these long term without getting spider mites. So I'm really just, I guess I would just say even utilizing big box store plant shopping or just whenever I film plant shopping content as more of me admiring the plants but not necessarily buying them and taking them home. It is okay to just look at them while they're in store. Now over here we've got some Pachira aquatica, and of course we've got a bunch of Christmas cactus. This one is for $12.97. Most people do acquire a Christmas cactus because it is an heirloom plant that was either passed by their grandmother or somebody in the family. And then look at these interesting aloe vera. So I didn't realize that there were so many different types of aloe vera, and you can see that even this planter here, even though it does have like a white ceramics glossy finish, it's still pretty modern looking. And I just love that these low light plants, or at least that's what they're being marketed as, are just really nice shapes. And so let's just keep looking at that. Would I recommend this as a gift for somebody as a Christmas present? Maybe not, because for me, I'm not 100% sure what the plant care tips are. Now, if it is truly low light tolerant and drought tolerant, then it would be a go for me in terms of just going Christmas shopping and actually utilizing this as a Christmas gift. And look of this particular aloe vera. It's another thing where when you just spend a little bit more time looking at plants, it just kind of mesmerizes you. It makes you a little bit more interested in learning more about the plant. I just know for me, it is almost like overload sensory when it goes to like just big box store plant shopping. And would I say that this Home Depot is as full as the previous Home Depot that was out in West Plano, Texas? Not necessarily, but I am still finding a lot of joy being able to see the selection of the plants that they have here. It's always nice to just celebrate what plants you can see. And then you can even see right here, Christmas cactus. This one is for, I think, $12.97. You can see that it's just starting to put out blooms. I am interested if any of the plant folies have actually grown cactus or succulents like that. And of course, I want to show you these anthuriums. So $18.98. This one right here is another anthurium with white blooms. So you can see that the white blooms and the red blooms are a little bit more holiday theme. You could actually utilize anthuriums like this as holiday decor or holiday decorations for the home if you actually style it in a way where it makes sense. So I think it's great. I do think that these particular anthuriums are highly underrated when you start to compare anthurium hybrids, but I still think that these are easy performers, very easy to care for, gorgeous plants. I love the foliage of the leaves. It has that waxy shine to it, and it's actually budget friendly. I would actually recommend that as a Christmas gift for people. Now over here we do have a Euphorbia crown of thorns. This one is also supposedly easy, not 100% sure if it is because I've never grown one. So again, plant foldies, leave that in the comment section below. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep panning around and showing you the poinsettias, for instance, as well as some of these succulents and cactus. And then we're gonna round off this video and just kind of recap all of the things that we've seen today. We are back at it. So after looking at all those gorgeous succulents and cactus, we're looking at some of these proven winter leaf joy plants. So these are actually the smaller anthurium dock block Michelles. I believe these ones are around like $98. Don't quote me on that, but it is in a 5.5-inch planter. Beautiful plant. This one has potential, so if you need to get a smaller one right now as a starter, you can go shopping at this Home Depot out in Anna, Texas. It looks like they are still holding on to a lot of these anthuriums. I was actually surprised because I thought that there would be a lot of people that would potentially buy up these anthuriums and potentially resell them, but I just feel like now that this anthurium has been released at a big box store, I would just even say that the potential of like reselling these these plants, which I am not necessarily kosher to, because I feel like if you're going to buy the plant to add in your plant collection. But, you know, sometimes people have to hustle for that money. I'm not really putting any shade on that, because I, at the end of the day, am trying to hustle for money as well, in terms of just either creating content or, better yet, having no shame to create a GoFundMe again. So definitely check that out. Hashtag Aglionema Ratna. But as you can see right here, we do have all of these poinsettias. If anything, at least join my YouTube membership tier, because I am going to be posting more consistently on that. Plant foldies, I hope you've enjoyed today's big box store plant shopping video. As always, please make sure you are pressing the subscribe button with all the notification bell on. My name is Richie at Growfolds. Go ahead and press and watch the other videos that are popping up on the screen right now, so we can continue the plant party and just be able to watch some of my other content. There will be more brand new videos throughout this week, because I've been working super hard on it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Growfolds, and today we are gonna go big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's out here in Garland, Texas. As always, guys, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I am doing something a little bit different. I am spending my entire day off filming some content, because I haven't been as consistent about getting these shopping videos to the plant foldies. So I'm really hoping that I can get that consistency back. You know, the holidays have been extremely, when I say extremely, busy for me. I'm just getting over from being sick, but I am out and about. This is a little bit further away from where I am based at, which is out in North Dallas. And actually, this is my very first time I've ever been to this Lowe's location. I'm doing a little bit more exploring. So for this Lowe's location, this is right off of George Bush Tollway, near Firewheel. So if you are familiar in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, this is it. There was a Home Depot that I just filmed at before this video, so definitely check out that video as well. But we're gonna see what kind of plants that they have to offer. I would say, you know, most people would assume that big box stores wouldn't really carry a lot of these new house plants, but I am actually super excited. I am really happy that, for instance, Proven Winners Leaf Joy, they just came out with a bang. So we're going to see if Costa Farms, which is typically seen mostly at the Home Depot and Lowe's, actually more so Lowe's, we're going to see if they actually have some new releases at this Lowe's location. So come alongside with me, Plant Foldies, and for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers Plant Foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie, and I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. So let's go ahead and do a detailed walkthrough shopping excursion today. Is a beautiful morning going big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's out in Garland, Texas. I definitely wanted to venture out further away from where I am based at, which is North Dallas, and I did want to go ahead and again shout out a plant foldie by the name of Marlon, who follows me on Instagram. He sent me photos of a Home Depot that actually had some amazing selection, but there was a Lowe's right next to it. So I figured I'd do a 2-in-1 special. You will see the Home Depot excursion after this video in a future episode. But as always, like I said again, plant foldies. Let's go ahead and be sure to press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I've been trying my very best over the holiday season to try to get you this content, as well as give me a follow on my Instagram page. At Growfolds is my handle. I would love for us to connect together. I often post on my Instagram page, so if you're looking for some more updates, I am on that venue as well. But as you can see right here, I am approaching this Lowe's location, which I've never been to. You can see that they've got some holiday decor here. We got some reindeers, and you can snap a selfie and tag yourself to @Lowe's Home Improvement on Instagram. I am just really happy to be able to go again to these big box stores to see what plants that they have. And, from what I've seen, venturing out to these different types of locations throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area has been super rewarding, because I am actually surprised with what I've found as I've been going Christmas shopping. We've talked about getting some holiday Christmas plants or plants utilized as Christmas presents. So we're going to take a look to see what plants they have available. So I'm just going to go ahead and walk through into the outdoor garden section, but we're really not going to spend a lot of time in the outdoor garden section. I really wanted to focus on the indoor tropical plants. I already know that there's going to be a big selection, because this Lowe's location actually has more of a greenhouse type setting. It actually has a separate setting where all of the houseplants are not actually inside Lowe's. It's got a separate greenhouse setting. So we're going to see how impactful their selection is going to be. Feel free to leave in the comment section, plant foldies, what you think of the plant, what plants you are purchasing for the holidays, and what you're doing for your holiday season. Can you believe that we're only about a week and a half away to Christmas Eve? I hope everybody's had a wonderful holiday season. For me, it's been quite hectic, if I'm going to be super transparent, but you know what? That is really the nature of the holiday season. I just always remember that the holidays should not necessarily be focused on the presents and gifts that you are trying to buy or receive. It is really making sure that you are enjoying your moment with your friends and family. And for me, especially the plant foldies, I cannot thank y'all enough for always tuning in to my big box or plant shopping videos or any content that I have. But let's go ahead and just look at some of these plants right here, and then we're going to walk into the indoor tropical section. See that they have a large selection of outdoor garden plants, and we're about to go enter the indoor tropical section. But before we do that, you already know, plant foldies, that I have to share some exciting news that's going to be happening for 2026. I'm sure you've already heard it. For those that are new, though, I did want to talk about this, and this is the Aglaonema book that I am part of, Indonesia's Living Jewel 2025 Aglaonema. This is in conjunction, in collaboration with Art Garden Flowers of Indonesia. Please follow them at Art Garden Flowers. They are able to get you plants shipped directly to your doorstep from Indonesia to the United States, and you don't even have to worry about having an import license, because they actually go through an air cargo service and broker. And if you haven't already seen my playlist where I have received so many Aglaonema from them over the past year, definitely check it out. But you can see how beautiful this book is. It is actually by Harry, my friend of Art Garden Flowers. He also has an Instagram page called Indo Miami Plants with the Art Garden Flowers team. Shout out to Mr. Benz of Agleomart 88 for providing the beautiful photos. This book is one of the first English books that will cover Indonesian Aglaonema hybrid. Y'all already know that I want to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, so definitely stay tuned as we release this book. Leave in the comment section if you are interested. And speaking of Aglaonema, I already know that I'm doing a little bit of a commercial, but I promise you, please don't click away. We are almost there in terms of the indoor tropical plants. But what you are seeing is an Aglaonema Ratna. This is the newest Greg Hambali Aglaonema that was just recently released to the world, more so in Indonesia, December 6, 2025. If y'all don't know who Greg Hambali is, he is the famous Aglaonema hybridizer, and this is his newest Aglaonema hybrid. I love it. The story of the Aglaonema ratna, which I will talk about if I ever am able to purchase this plant. Right now, these plants right here are about 10 million rupiah, which is about $600 US dollars. I know it is an insane amount. And I actually created a GoFundMe page. So if you guys want to donate, please check that out. The link is going to be in the description below. Shout out to the plant foldies that have helped me already raise quite a bit of money. And if you want to send me a holiday Christmas gift, you can donate to my GoFundMe, which is actually in the description below. If not, you can always just drop a super sticker or a super thing. So yes, help me get that Aglaonema ratna. Anyways, as you can see right here, that is the only commercials I'm going to put out there. I already know some of you guys like to roast me for having some commercials or advertisements for some of the products or the things that I'm working on. But yes, now we are about to enter the indoor tropical section, and I have a great feeling that this is going to be a super full Lowe's location. And you can see right off the bat, plant foldies. Look at this. This is going to be massive. We're going to be looking at some of these, obviously, collector edition, I keep saying Aglaonema, but it's actually aloe vera plants. And some of these succulents and cactus are low light tolerant. So I'm just going to pick up a couple of these and then just give you a brief walkthrough. Just as I expected, this is a massive selection of just indoor tropical plants. Oh, plant foldies, we are going to have a ball looking at all of these gorgeous plants. It looks like the majority are coming from Costa Farms plants, and you can see there is a Lowe's deal, limited time only, $15.98, and the ones that they had for $24.98 are on sale for $19.98. But I mean, look at how full this location is. I mean, it almost feels like I walked into a Costa Farms greenhouse out in Florida. Take a look at this Philodendron verrucosum incensii. This is a trending tropicals plant, and it is on sale right now for $19.98. So again, if you are Christmas shopping or buying plants during the holidays, definitely download the Lowe's app. That is a Lowe's shopping app where you are able to get Lowe's rewards and Lowe's deals. $19.98 when you have the Lowe's app and you're part of their free loyalty membership. You can see right here, Philodendron verrucosum incensii. I like the look of a Philodendron verrucosum. However, these velvety textured philodendrons are a little bit more prone to spider mites. So if you're going to have one of these philodendrons, number one, make sure you have ample amount of bright indirect light. Higher humidity levels are going to repel spider mites. Otherwise, you're going to have to be a little bit more, I guess, consistent in spraying, pest preventatives such as neem oil spray. One product I would like to recommend, I am not an official affiliate, but it would be We the Wild Protect Neem Oil Spray. I love their stuff. It gives it a leaf shine, but it also protects the leaves and stems, petioles, the plant from really getting, plant pests such as spider mites, thrips, and mealybugs. And it is all natural as well. So you can see right here, Philodendron verrucosum incensii. I haven't really seen this trending tropical plant out in other Lowe's locations, and y'all already know if you follow my YouTube channel. And I hope that if you are new, you will press the subscribe button with the all notification bell on, because I do strive to do daily 1 hour plant shopping videos where I go to typically big box stores, and you can just see that I do have several playlists. So if you are interested in binge watching some of my older content, definitely check out all of the playlists. But as you can see right here, This is a Philodendron verrucosa. I remember when this plant was super expensive, and thanks to Costa Farms for making it more generally available to the public now, where everybody can enjoy the beauty of this beautiful philodendron. Like to highlight the new planters that Costa Farms has for their plants. Really love this Monstera Stadliana albo, also known as Monstera Cobra, or at least that's what Costa Farms is calling it. Again, this is originally $24.98, but if you are using the Lowe's app, you are able to get this for $19.98. So really love the look of that. That particular Monstera though does need to have quite a bit of bright indirect light. It does need to climb up a pole in order for it to really get the beautiful leaves. But as I pan around here, I mean, this is probably the most full Lowe's location I have seen throughout all my big box or plant shopping that I've done in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I love the organization, and even as far as the staff. Now, I am doing face on YouTube videos. I didn't feel as awkward filming. Actually, a lot of the staff that was at this particular location right off of the George Bush Tollway, shout out to their service levels, because they were really friendly. They didn't make me feel like I was doing anything wrong, because I'm not. I'm simply just trying to bring that joy of filming content for all of the plant foldies. All right, plant foldies, I am at the Garland Lowe's right here, and you can see we've got so many awesome plants. It is super, super full. I am just in awe. Like, what do y'all think of this plant right here? So this is just a super full Lowe's. I'm gonna try not to get in the way of people. The lighting is great today, so let me know what you think as I go through this forest of plants. I'm really not trying to get any of the folks here. It's a little bit more challenging to actually do face on YouTube, because I don't like people actually like looking at me kind of funny. But as you can see right here, I am got several of these plants that we're going to be looking at, mostly Costa Farms plants. But you can see, I mean, this is a super, super full Lowe's location. So I am just surprised about the amount of stock that they have. But as you can see right here, we're going to be taking a look at several plants in detail. The thing about going to these big box stores again is you really just want to compare and contrast plant pricing, see what plants work for you. So as we continue to do you know, like Christmas shopping and whatnot, you really just want to make sure that you have your budget aligned for what you are willing to spend. So we're going to be definitely taking a look at that, but I am just in awe of just how big this Home Depot, actually not Home Depot, Lowe's location is. Like, oh my gosh. And as I reflect on the year 2025, this year has just been fantabulous for me. The fact that I finally did a face reveal for the plant foldies. I am just really more comfortable being able to share my personality, my interests, and just to be on camera in general. I mean, you can see right over here, I am just picking up these Aglaonema Red Siam. Kudos again to Costa Farms for making the Aglaonema Red Siam more of a holiday Christmas plant. This is definitely great holiday Christmas decor that we can use because of the beautiful red I guess just the red margins on the leaves and also the red planter. And, as far as holiday decor ideas, utilizing houseplants, one way you can do that to make it a little bit more festive for the Christmas season is to just look at your planters. If you switch out your planters and make them more holiday theme, use holiday Christmas colors, it does really create a beautiful decoration in terms of being more seasonally relevant. Now over here we do have some trending tropical plants. Now these are typically $19.98, but today, limited time deal, it's $15.98 if you are using the Lowe's shopping app. So most big box stores such as Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and Target have shopping apps, and it's typically a loyalty program. And so when you think about ways to save money, or at least managing your finances when you are going Christmas shopping, when you are looking for the best deals, when you're looking for all of the savings you can possibly get as you go Christmas shopping this holiday season, consider downloading and getting these loyalty program apps such as the Lowe's Deals app. So $15.98, and then you can just see right over here, this is a massive table. Again, I just feel like I went into a Costa Farms greenhouse out in Florida, and I am just seeing so many beautiful plants. Now, when you talk about certain plants, again, there are some plants that are a little bit more easy to care for, and I will talk about some of my recommendations for beginner-friendly, budget-friendly plants. This one is a philodendron golden crocodile, and this one right here is again on sale for $15.98. It is a Costa Farms trending tropical plant. It's in a self-watering planter, and you can see that this has actually been growing here for quite a while. And the reason why a lot of these plants look super full, super lush, super healthy is because they are getting such beautiful natural lighting because of the tall ceilings and just that window that gives them so much natural light. Philodendron White Knight, this is another beautiful philodendron for $15.98. This one is a philodendron that definitely needs to have some type of support, a moss pole, a totem pole, something for it to climb on. And then over here is the lone Aglaonema pink cyan, which I will pick up in a second, but you can see right here, this is another philodendron White Knight for only $15.98. This houseplant, this trending tropicals Costa Farm houseplant is on sale, and that is really one of the best keywords you can think of whenever you are shopping this holiday season is what is on sale. What are you finding on sale, whether it is houseplants that you're buying or even toys that you're buying for kids. Let me know in the comment section what kind of presents that you get whenever you're going big box store plant shopping, or at least when you're going Christmas shopping. I'm actually curious to see what everybody's Christmas list is. I already said it earlier at the video, and that's literally, I want to be able to just raise funds, save some money, and indulge and get an Aglaonema Ratna, the Greg Hambali new Aglaonema hybrid. I just think it would be such a great addition. It pays homage to the great Greg Hambali, who is no longer with us. He passed away not too long ago, but his legacy continues with all of the gorgeous Aglaonema hybrids that are still being released. And for me, as I pick up these plants, for instance, at this big box store by Costa Farms, plants give us an emotional bridge, whether it's an emotional just reaction that we get from plants. I know for me, plants really give me a lot of peace. It helps me practice mindfulness. It helps me practice routines, and it helps me grow a community such as a Plant Foldies, because I feel like even though not all of us have met each other in person, there is this strong connection that we've gotten by just engaging in this type of content. And for me, as I've somewhat struggled to try to get these daily 1-hour plant shopping videos through the holidays, I just can't thank the Plant Foldies enough for just watching the videos that I post, especially for plants like this philodendron painted lady that I'm sure you saw last week whenever I was at a Lowe's location. Oftentimes, I wonder if you guys get tired of some of my big box store plant shopping videos, but I continue to see you guys engaging, so I love it. Now over here again is that Aglaonema Pink Siam, and I was almost tempted to buy this. I mean, this is such a beautiful Aglaonema, and it is only for $15.98. Again, this beautiful Aglaonema is on sale for $15.98. It is part of the Lowe's deals. It's normally, or the regular price for this plant is $19.98. And you know, this is the plant that I would highly recommend. I wish I would have bought it actually, since it was on sale, because look at the pastel pink stems. I love the pink coloration on the leaves, and it is a very easy to care for plant. I know that I've talked about Aglaonema for more than a year. I will continue to talk about Aglaonema because I do feel like this plant really does deserve some accolades in the fact that it is an easy care for plant. It has a lot of coloration. It may not necessarily be everybody's cup of tea in terms of like the aesthetics behind it, because not everybody will like that like really bright coloration. But for me, if you're looking for something that is joyful because it's colorful, it's easy to care for because all you have to do is water it when the soil is completely dry, give it bright indirect light, it can tolerate lower light conditions, and that Chinese evergreen, also known as Aglaonema, is your plant. So again, I'm just gonna go ahead and pan over here. I mean, look at this. Super full, right? Plant foldies, please feel free to leave as many comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you bought any new Costa Farms plants, because the one Costa Farms plant that I want to discover whenever I'm going big box store plant shopping is the Trending Tropicals Costa Farms Anthuriums, that they actually put those Anthurium hybrids. But notice that this actual Lowe's location, does it not look like an actual greenhouse? I mean, call me crazy, but I am just shouting with so much joy whenever I was actually filming this, because look at the plants. They're super organized. They look super healthy. The service by the team members and the staff were just very kind, and I will definitely make a trip back here soon. Now this right here, Ficus elastica shivriana, $12.98 in a 6-inch planter. And I remember back in the pandemic days in 2020, 2021, 2022, when this Ficus elastica shivriana or Ficus shivriana, this plant would probably cost like $800. And that is the reason why, again, you know, some people have their opinions on whether you should go big box store plant shopping, whether it takes away from small businesses or local nurseries. I would say, I think that plants definitely need to be affordable. They definitely do not need to be gate kept. Does that mean small businesses and local nurseries do that? Absolutely not. But at the same time, having these plants available at big box stores, it allows the general public that may not necessarily have access to a local nursery or even a small business, because not all places are like the Dallas-Fort Worth area where we have many options. And maybe the only source of place that you can get plants such as this Anthurium adrenium is actually at a Lowe's location. So I don't see any problems with that. As I've said in all of my videos, whether it is a big box store or a local or small business, support it. Diversify where you buy your plants. I buy my plants from either big box stores, but I also love buying plants from local and small businesses, because I truly believe that when you support a small business, when you actually pay patronage to small businesses and local shops, you are actually helping somebody continue on their dream. And just even learning small businesses and the stories behind their business, whether it's plants or something else, it's really inspiring. So I just feel like in terms of like big box or plant shopping, yes, you can go here, and you should not let people also give negative opinions on buying plants that may be cost effective. I would just say do what you are comfortable with. Let's not judge each other. Let's just have good vibes only. Feel free to leave in the comments section what you think, as long as it is in a respectful manner, because you already know, plant foldies, it is only good vibes and positivity on the Girl Folds YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead again, plant foldies, and just show you all of the plants I have here. This is a staghorn fern for $20.98. cents. I do love the new self-watering planters that they have, these anthuriums. And, you know, this is also known as a flamingo leaf plant. This is probably the most underrated anthurium, because when you think of anthuriums, or at least what's trending, we're thinking about the anthurium hybrids, those velvety texture anthuriums. But $19.98 for this self-watering planter. Look at how beautiful this is. Again, this is another plant that you can utilize as a Christmas theme holiday decoration for your interior space. So let's go ahead and just kind of explore and see what else they've got over here. So plant foldies, you can see right here, I just feel like I stepped into like a Costa Farms nursery, and you can see we've got a bunch of these Aglaonema red Siams, $15.98 right here. Look at that. So there are just several of these Aglaonema red Siams. Again, these are ones that I would recommend, and I don't even know where to begin at this big box or plant shopping video, just because there's so many plants to pick from. But it feels like I just stepped into like a Costa Farms nursery with just the amount of plants that they have. Again, if you haven't already considered getting an Aglaonema red Siam, definitely do that, because they do make great Christmas gifts and they're very easy to care for plants. You already know that I've been talking about that for quite a while, but if you go look around here, there's just so many plants to pick from. So I showed this to you earlier, but look at this right here. This one right here is a new self-watering planter, and you can see this is an anthurium. I really like the look of this. This is $19.98. So it looks like Costa Farms has a couple of new releases that they have here, but I really love the look of this. And behind me, Do you see this plant foldies? There are just so many hanging baskets of plants. Let me go ahead and just pick up a couple. This one right here that I'm trying to get down is actually a massive Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil. You can see right here. It has been growing and living its best life. And the thing about it is, the reason being is I think this particular Lowe's location actually has the best ample lighting. I mean, they just have a whole window full of natural light. So as far as the Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil, this one is massive for $20.98. What else do we have here? We've got this beautiful staghorn fern for $20.98. And when I look at all of the plants here, it really does remind me of Justin of Costa Farms, Justin Hancock and Samia. I'm hoping that they eventually see this, because there's just so many like Costa Farms plants, and they're super, super healthy. So I'm just gonna walk down this corridor right here. You can see lots and lots of plants, lots of exotic angel plants as well. So you can see right here, we've got a Calathea lancifolia, $12.98. Now this isn't a plant that I would recommend for beginners, but it is a beautiful plant. I love the purple undersides on it. And then I am looking at this one right over here. So Ficus shivriana. Take a look at this one, $12.98. So budget friendly. Yes. Hi.
I don't want to interrupt, but I hear you know a lot about plants.
Yes.
And I'm trying to buy a gift for a client.
Okay.
And I know nothing about plants.
Okay.
She loves plants.
Hold on one sec, plant foldies. I have somebody asking me a question about plants, so just give me a second. I'll be right back. And we're back, plant foldies. I just had somebody just ask me some questions about like what a beginner plant is. So I actually did recommend a Ficus elastica ruby. It's for a housewarming gift, but as you can see right here, plant foldies, again, lots and lots of hanging baskets. This one right here is a Polynesian ivy that I've always been looking at. This one is for $20.98. Really love the look of this. This is again in an 8-inch planter. I just think that this would be one of the plants that if I was going to do an impulse buy, I would definitely buy. But look at how gorgeous this is, and I think that the lighting today is really being very kind to me and my skin. And then you can see right here we've got a Hoya Bertonier for $20.98. And if you notice how massive these are, so it really just depends on some of the big box stores. If they have like lots of bright indirect lighting, you will actually get better growth. And so there's just many plants right here. I've been featuring a lot of the Costa Farms plants just because, you know, when you think of like Lowe's, you think synonymously it's Costa Farms, but they do have Live Trends Design and Urban Jungle plants. You can see right over here, we do have one for $12.98. This is another philodendron in a 6-inch planter. We do have that Ficus shivriana, again, that I was talking about. And I just remember when this plant was literally like $500 back in the pandemic days, but you can see that Costa Farms has made it readily available. So again, shout out to Costa Farms. Thank you guys for just making plants readily available for the general public. But this is just sensory overload for me because there's just so many plants. And you can see right here we have another peperomia of some sort. Look at how just full this one is, and you can see right here $20.98. I really like that. And then I did want to show y'all some bonsai. So you can see right here we do have some bonsai. This one is for $18.98. For those that don't know, bonsai is the art of growing miniature trees. And then over here, $18.98. This is another Ficus ginseng bonsai. So lots to do that. As far as the bonsai supply, if you guys didn't know, I am actually an affiliate of the bonsaisupply.com. Use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase. Thank you for whoever used my actual promo code. I actually ended up getting a commission the other day, so I appreciate it. But definitely check out the Bonsai Supply. They make really good soils for bonsai. So you can see right here we have another Lucky Bamboo. This one's really nice as well. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? I'm really trying not to be all in people's ways, But in terms of just some of the plants here, again, I was picking up a syngonium. So this one is a syngonium white butterfly. You can see this one is for $5.98. In terms of just a Christmas present or a house plant that you want to gift somebody, this one could potentially be one, but you have to find somebody that's going to consistently water this. And then we also have these right over here. We have another Hedera helix. This one is a Hedera helix, or the correct way to say it is Hedera helix. This is the English ivy for $5.98. This is the sterling ivy. You'll see that the leaves are a little bit more serrated right over here. So, but in terms of like Costa Farms plants, again, I'm trying to change up my content a little bit to where you can actually see me. Hopefully there's more engagement, but you can see right here, lemon button fern. This one is $8.98 in a 5-inch planter. So, again, with the Exotic Angels line by Costa Farms, these are good plants to give as gifts as well. And then you can see right here we have another Hedera helix. This one is a mini Adam ivy for $8.98. Like, I really wish I can grow ivy, but they do end up getting spider mites. So as far as that, I wouldn't recommend that as a beginner friendly plant. We do also have, let's go ahead and look at this. This one is this isn't the right plant ID. This is a Rex begonia for $5.98. So the thing about Rex begonias, you don't want to get the leaves wet. You want to really bottom water it. And you can see that this particular actual Costa Farms, they actually have self-watering wicks. That's really specific to Lowe's, I would say. You can put them in self-watering planters, and that's the best way to take care of a Rex begonia, because if you get the leaves wet, there is a higher chance of it actually just rotting away. It just doesn't really work well for me. And then I have right over here a Fittonia Pink Angel. This one is for $5.98, and this is another one that I love because it is another beautiful plant. However, it is one that needs a little bit higher humidity levels. So there are just many varieties of plants that you can pick from, and that's the thing about Costa Farms is they have beginner friendly plants, they have more advanced level plants. This one is near and dear to my heart, as I always state. This one is a Croton Mame, so crotons. These ones right here, I'm surprised that a lot of the larger ones have already gone 50% off. It's because during the fall season, they end up actually becoming fall seasonal plants, even though this particular plant I'm holding is actually needing to be in full sun, higher humidity levels, and consistent watering. So I just think that this is one that I would recommend if you're able to grow this outdoors, or if you're in a more like warmer climate. Out in the North Dallas area, this would not necessarily work well long term unless you are growing this in-house under a green light. So, but it is still a pretty plant, and again, I am just flabbergasted, I would say, just because there are so many plants here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more of this. So if you're thinking of a beginner friendly plant and you want to give a Christmas gift, this one right here is a Epipremnum aureum golden pothos, and this one right here is a really nice one for $16.98. This one's in a 6-inch planter. It is a go-to plant for me, no matter how advanced you are. If you have any rare plants, this one right here is a really nice one. And then plant foldies, if you want to see right here, we have a Syndapsis. It says philodendron silver, but this is really a Syndapsis of some sort for $16.98. So lots to pick from. It makes you want to go shopping for sure. And yes, so lots and lots more to pick. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep picking up some plants and showing you. So let me know what you think in the comment section. plant foldies, you can see that I picked up several Costa Farms plants, ranging from Costa Farms exotic angel plants, many different types of varieties. This one is a combination planter for $17.98. Now these are the 6-inch hanging basket planters. This one is a Syngonium white butterfly, and what I love about this is you can clearly see that this particular Syngonium plant has been growing at this Lowe's location for quite a while, because if you look at the amount of growth we've already produced, I love it a lot. Talk about this neon pothos in a 6-inch planter by Costa Farms. Again, $16.98. What a beautiful pothos plant. Look at how bright the neon colored leaves are. It is my favorite Epipremnum aureum, or my favorite pothos plant. The care tips, again, in order to really maintain that neon coloration, please make sure you are providing lots of bright indirect light to it. In terms of just the watering schedule, pothos are a little bit more forgiving. They are slightly drought tolerant, but I wouldn't let them dry out completely for too long. Otherwise, they start to lose their leaves and start to get leggy. Here is a Hawaiian spider plant, and this one again is in a 6-inch planter for $16.98. This is a pet-friendly plant. That means that the leaves and foliage are actually not toxic to humans or animals. So if you have a furry friend, or even as myself, I have some chickens that I'm raising, 2 beautiful hens, Charlotte, my barred rock hen, and then Catriona, my Rhode Island red hen. They are doing well, but I have to be really cautious about the plants that they're around, because a lot of these aeroids, or these house plants, or these tropical plants, are actually toxic to animals, and my chickens love to peck and bite any type of foliage. For instance, they've actually eaten some of my Aglaonema, which are actually toxic and not pet friendly. I'm surprised that they didn't get sick, but you know what? That is the reason why we want to make sure we're doing our research. Over here is a Ficus lyrata for $15.98 by Costa Farms in a self-watering planter. So you can clearly see that this Lowe's location is packed with so many beautiful houseplants. Now, if you are thinking about giving a plant as a Christmas gift, or even as a present in general, a couple of tips that I would recommend is, number one, consider the person that you're giving a plant to. Do they have plants? Do they know enough about plants to keep that plant alive? Or are you giving somebody who's never really grown plants? If you are giving a beginner or somebody who's never grown plants, I would recommend finding plants that have 2 traits. 1, low light tolerant, and 2, drought tolerant. Those are your easy care houseplants, to where they don't necessarily have to put in so much effort to taking care of a plant or keeping it alive. Because the last thing you need to do, and this is really just being considerate, is if you're going to give somebody a gift, it is all about the thought, for instance. However, you don't want to add workload, stress, anxiety, or anything of that nature to somebody, because if they do end up sending that plant to plant heaven, they're going to feel guilty or feel bad, and you don't want to send that type of gift, which means I would recommend getting an Aglaonema red Siam. So you can see there is a whole shelf full of these beautiful plants, and these are beginner friendly plants. They can even fit into the holiday season. I mean, look at that reddish color on it. $15.98 plant foldies. I think everybody that watches my YouTube videos, give me a Christmas present, in a sense that consider growing an Aglaonema. Buy yourself an Aglaonema red Siam. It's only $15.98 plant foldies. I know y'all hear me, and also know that I am just obsessed crazy addicted to these aglaonemas, and this is the most common one you will find. It is the Growfolds YouTube channel mascot, and for good reason. I mean, it's readily available, it's cost effective, it's budget friendly, and it's just got so many great traits. Philodendron heteroraceum neon. This is another beautiful plant I love. It is a little bit slower growing as compared to the neon pothos, but needless to say, look at that bright color. They have that yellowish tone to the leaves, and you know, for me, yellow is truly the color of joy. And for $16.98, I think that this is a plant we definitely need to add to a collection. And take a look at this massive Philodendron heteroraceum Brazil, and it's only for $16.98. You'll notice that these hanging baskets are actually right next to the window where it is just getting so much light. And that is the reason why if you have ample amount of light or good light sources in your interior space, your plants are just definitely going to be growing at a much faster pace. They're going to be healthier. They're going to give you that type of coloration because of the lighting conditions. So when you consider buying plants, lighting is definitely a factor to it. If you don't have good natural lighting, there are different types of grow lights. They've got Barina grow lights, they've got Soltech grow lights, which I definitely want to get, and I'm slightly jealous because there are some content creators out there that have been sponsored by Soltech, and I hope that maybe one day I could do a collaboration with Soltech grow lights, because I've seen nothing but great reviews from the people who utilize Soltech grow lights. There are also more cost-effective, budget-friendly ways to get grow lights. You can just check Amazon, and if you haven't already, definitely do some shopping on Amazon. You can get a lot of good plantee accessories and deals. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up this dogtail cactus for $16.98. You can see that it is just loving its life here. This is definitely lush and full, and this is another type of tropical cactus. Next year I'm going to be really learning or trying to invest a little bit more time to be more familiarized with succulents and cactus, because I feel like I somewhat avoid really trying to learn about succulents and cactus, and to me that is a whole new world of plants, a place where I haven't necessarily discovered a lot of these plants. But what I can say about succulents and cactus is that they have very beautiful sculptural, structural looks about them, and for me it's just about whether I know the lighting conditions they need, and more so the watering routines around it. So that's something I want to look forward to for 2026. And let's just go ahead and continue to pick up these plants. Again, plant foldies, notice that these plants are living their best life. They look super healthy. As far as Costa Farms, again, they are budget friendly, and I would really recommend considering buying some Costa Farms plants, especially if you are a beginner, if you are looking to, you know, manage your budget, your finances whenever it comes to a hobby such as growing houseplants. Because if you like this Hoya Bertonier, for instance, $16.98. This one is actually sun stressed. You can see that the leaves are a little bit pinkish, and that is a term utilized for plants that have received a little bit more light than it really needs. It doesn't necessarily mean that the plant is burning or is unhealthy. It's just meaning that it's just a little bit sun stressed. It's getting a little bit more than it necessarily needs, but it is not necessarily harmful for the plant. Hoyas tend to do that. They sun stress and give you some beautiful coloration. Costa Farms Trending Tropical Plants, you can see we've got a selection of Vanda orchids. And that's one thing I will say about Lowe's locations is Lowe's actually has a phenomenal selection of different types of orchids aside from the Phalaenopsis orchids. Now with Vanda orchids, they are epiphytes, so they really just attach themselves to like trees. They don't necessarily have to have a substrate. Their roots are actually aerial roots that can just get water and nutrients from the actual ambient air. Higher humidity levels is really best for that type of orchid, as well as bright light. And then just look at this again, beautiful selection of houseplants. And I'm going to show you this. So there was somebody that was actually looking for a recommendation for a gift. And I actually recommended a Ficus elastica ruby. Reason being is she wanted something that was large and fairly easy to take care of. I will say with Ficus elastica or rubber tree plants, the only thing that makes them a little bit challenging is just the lighting conditions. So whenever I ran into a person that was actually wanting a recommendation, I just asked about like lighting conditions, and she said that her friend actually had really tall ceilings and bright light, and I just thought that a Ficus elastica ruby would be perfect. And this one is only for $19.98. So really exciting that some people have actually wanted to ask me questions about plants, and I think that's the reason why going face on YouTube is actually fun, because yeah, I'm kind of talking to myself and filming myself while I'm actually shopping at a big box store such as Lowe's. But if that gives the perception that maybe somebody is willing to approach me and ask me about plants, please ask away. If for some reason you ever see me out and about, please say hello. I love to talk to people. I love to share my passion for plants, and also just like to take you guys alongside with me with shopping. And things that I am looking forward to as far as the holiday season is my good friend Carla, who is a super plant foldie. We hang out all the time whenever we're at PlantCon conventions. I will be getting her variegated Philodendron Bolitiae, and we are going to go plant shopping. So I look forward to that. And I just look forward to meeting any of the plant foldies. Hopefully next year, some of you guys will be able to go out to like the Texas Aeroid Show or maybe PlantCon Dallas. I highly recommend it. And again, if you ever want to ask me any questions or connect with me, please feel free to follow me on my Instagram page. Again, at Growfold is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me. I pretty much respond to everybody unless you are some type of scam. And, I've already talked about just making sure you are checking and doing your checks on people online, because you never know who's behind that screen name. So if you are somebody that just created an Instagram account and you don't have any followers, or maybe all you're following are just a bunch of like generic pages, that kind of sends red flags to me. And that's also the reason why I feel like practicing social media etiquette as well as social media safety is one thing. So for anybody that is new to social media, just know that everything that you read online may not necessarily be true. Do your research. In terms of anybody ever asking you for money or asking for you to send them direct banking information, never ever do that. You should not do that, especially when it comes to people that you are not necessarily interacting with in person. I wouldn't even necessarily give my banking information to like people I see in real life. So just a couple of tips for that as I pick up this beautiful Dieffenbachia. I mean, look at that. $19.98 by Costa Farms. And I mean, some people will disagree with me, but I do believe Costa Farms still has really budget-friendly, cost-effective houseplants, open and readily available to the general public. So plant foldies, let me know if you have any Costa Farms plants. What Costa Farms plants are you looking to get? Hopefully the Aglaonema Red Siam that I'm featuring right here, for instance, is part of your list. Now, I am going to pick up a couple of Live Trends design plants. I'm just going to pick up some plants that are not necessarily Costa Farms, but still available to purchase at this Lowe's location. This one, again, is the Aglaonema Red Siam. This one is for $24.98. But if you look at the planter by Live Trends Design, super modern, contemporary, very sleek. And take a look at that Philodendron Gloriosum right over here. They've got that holiday theme planters, $24.98. aside from Costa Farms plants, we also love our urban jungle plants. So these ones are the budget-friendly ones. Look at this beautiful calathea right here. This is only for $13.98. And again, with the urban jungle plants, they really utilize nature or natural looking aesthetics. These are terracotta planters. This one has a black glaze, but if you look at some of the designs, really nice looking, more of the earthy, earth tone boho look. This one is a ZZ Zenzi, for instance, another plant I would recommend actually as a Christmas present if you are wanting to gift somebody a beautiful house plant. Low maintenance, it's definitely low light tolerant, drought tolerant, and then you can see right here, this is a beautiful Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. Say that 3 times, it's almost a tongue twister, and this is only for $13.98. Love the look of this particular plant. It's really got some great variegation, and it's one that I would highly recommend as well. It is an easy to care for plant, and what's crazy is a lot of people are not necessarily fans of peperomias, but they're also really beautiful plants and fairly easy to take care of. And obviously the Sansevieria or the snake plant, it goes to show that this plant right here is, yes, a basic plant in some people's eyes, but it is a plant that is so easy, super forgiving, and it's another plant that would be great as a Christmas present for somebody that may not necessarily be as in tune to growing plants or actually want a low maintenance plant. Ficus elastica burgundy and Plantfoldies, we're just going to continue to pick up some of these plants. Again, if you made it this far into the video, super appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully you'll watch till the very end because there's some exciting plants left ahead. And if you haven't already, go ahead and press that thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. It definitely helps reward the effort I put into making these videos. When you think about it, this was about a 40-minute drive from where I am based at. I was paying tolls, and then just the fact that I'm spending about an hour filming somewhat awkwardly at a big box store. All I ask is just for that thumbs up. Anyways, Plantfoldies, we're just gonna kind of round out a lot of these plants and round out this video, but you can see that this is super full. We've got an Epipremnum pinnatum albo. And yes, this is a plant that is endemic and native to my home country, or my family's home country, the Philippines. Y'all already know I'm a super proud Filipino American, and it is just very much so important for me to shed visibility and representation for the Filipino community. Over here, Aglaonema Golden Bay. Look at this. It is definitely golden. It is definitely a plant that I wouldn't mind taking home. It is definitely a plant that if you already have an Aglaonema red cyme, get yourself an Aglaonema Golden Bay. $24.98. So easy to care for. This one is a plant you can put in a lower light setting. Look at how beautiful that terracotta planter is. That one is only for $19.98. I mean, if you're looking to give me a gift, if you can't, donate to, say, my Aglaonema Ratna GoFundMe in the description down below of my YouTube video, you can just go ahead and either send me a Lowe's digital gift card, for instance, for Christmas, a super sticker, and I will gladly buy an Aglaonema Golden Bay. But seriously, Plantfoldies, again, I do appreciate all of you guys just tuning in. Hopefully you guys are showing kindness by showing appreciation for each other. I know that during the live premiere chats, and if this is your time discovering my YouTube channel, I typically do live premieres with a live premiere chat at 7 p.m. Central Standard US time. Definitely join us. Say hello. I remember there was like 50 people watching, but there was only a few people in the chat. It's super fun. It is one way to connect with any other plant lovers and make some new friends. But let's go ahead and continue to look up a couple more of these plants, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish off this video and look forward to the next one. But let's go ahead and see what other Costa Farms plants and other plants we have available at this gorgeous Lowe's location that is in Garland, Texas. This one is off of the George Bush Tollway near Fire Wheel, if you are if you're actually a local DFW plant lover. throughout my walkthrough through this video, you can see that there were several Hedera Helix, or the correct way to say it is Hedera Helix Jubilee. This is an English ivy for only $5.98 by Costa Farms Exotic Angel Plants. And so as you can see right here, Plant Foldies, definitely urge you to check out these big box stores. Definitely go shopping. Go ahead and find yourself a great Christmas present you can gift to another plant lover or even to yourself. Self-care is the best care. And if you feel like you need a plant today, if you feel like you need a reason to get a Christmas present for yourself, go ahead and buy yourself a Costa Farms plant, an urban jungle plant, a Live Trends design plant, any type of plant that is going to bring you joy. And that is the reason why throughout the holiday season, even if I haven't been as consistent with getting these big box or plant shopping videos up, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's walkthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed shopping with me today and looking at all of these gorgeous houseplants that could become Christmas presents. You know, if you're doing your Christmas shopping, definitely go shop at a big box store. It is affordable, it is budget friendly, you get some of the best pricing, and you get some great selections like this. Look at this container or this planter full of beautiful ZZ Zenzies, and this is by Urban Jungle Plant. So as I round out and finish out this video, again, Plant Foldies, consider joining my YouTube membership tier. That way you can get more access to more members only video. I actually posted a new lifestyle blog and will be consistent more so on it. It is only for the price of a cup of coffee, $3.99. It definitely makes it sustainable in terms of my my YouTube channel. So press the join button if you're watching this on a computer. Otherwise, just look in the comment section. There is a pinned comment with the direct link for you to join the membership, and you can become a super plant foldie. There you have it, Plant Foldies. My name is Richie at Grow Folds. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel with all the notification bell on. And if you see some videos popping up on the screen, click it, watch it, binge watch it, enjoy some of my other content. I have enjoyed taking you alongside with me as I go shopping, Christmas shopping. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. Show kindness, good vibes only, and just know that I'm going to have another brand new big box store plant shopping video, and the next one will be one at Home Depot. This is the other big boxer that was right next to this Lowe's. This is Richie again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.